Welcome back, YouTube. It's another video from Dixon at Dixon's Reptillia. Today we're going to talk about how to set up your very own ball python's cage. Before considering anything that's happening within this video, I will also applaud you to look at your own research. But I can say, for having ball pythons for a while now, I can say through this method, it's the same, racks are the same, cages are the same. It all comes down to personal preference or what the person believes in. Within the video today, I'm gonna have my helper, Ivory. She's an ivory ball python, still a beautiful baby. But setting up your cage before stumbling over this video, you might have seen that snakes are also being put in racks, tanks, cages. It's all up to your preference, but I know as a beginner, you're gonna most likely go after a tank or a cage where you can display your ball python. With ball pythons specifically, there is always two sides within the enclosure, which is a hot side and a cool side, so they can thermoregulate. That's natural and normal for them. They're normally in hides all day until nighttime, but heat is always above pouring down, so you could always use a heat lamp. But the general or mostly used method is a heat mat source, which is coming up from below. So again, personal preference. Another thing to consider while with the humidity is the size for your cage. It depends for ball pythons. As this girl, you won't need a big 150 by 150 by 150 size, but for as they get older, you might have to get bigger enclosures depending on what size you already are working with. With ball pythons, as I expressed before, they need a hot side and a cold side so they can thermoregulate. But also with that, they're going to need humidity. Why, you may ask? Humidity is to help them shed, because as they grow, as they feed and grow to get bigger, they're going to shed their skin. Sometimes, most likely the first time, their shed won't be completely off in one go, but over time it shall get better, especially with the humidity, as that plays a very big role. Now, I'm going to proceed to show you the setup of a ball python cage. So within the enclosure, you can see that it's relatively empty. This is Reptillia or cocoa blocks. It depends on which one you want to get. And this over here, this is just some wood chips that I use to tell what's the cold side and what's the warm side. This right here, this is a thermometer and a hydrometer. The hydrometer is down here and the thermometer is here. And you can use that. You can find it on Amazon, or if you get a system from the pet store, it normally comes within it. So Ivory's in here. She's searching like, where's all my stuff at? Over here, under here, this is a heat mat underneath. If you can tell, that's a heat mat. And over here, you're gonna put a hide. I normally put 2 hides where she can go in and hide, feel safe. Over the cool side, you're gonna have another hide right here where she can go and feel protected. You can also put more substrate in there to cover stuff up and all that. What I was talking about with helping with the shedding is moss. So this is moss right here. You just get it all moist. Don't get it wet where there's water in the bottom. Get it moist, and if you have another heating pad, you put it underneath the tank. You put it over here, and she'll go in, and that will help her with shedding and getting humidity. But also, what you need, you're gonna need water. And some people's like, water, yes, you're gonna need water for her because she's gonna go in and soak. Sometimes it helps them to poop. I know it's kind of weird, but this right here is pretty much a good setup. And if for some people that don't like the heated pad, you have the mesh top. And the mesh top is good because they're down on the bottom. You can put your light source on top and you're pretty much good to go. For this one, I like this because you can open it up, help feed, not too much moving around for the cage and everything, and she's good to go. She's just looking around right now, but this is pretty much a good enclosure setup. This right here pretty much would cost a little bit under $150 for everything. And these right here are your local plastic tupperware that you can go and get at Walmart, Dollar Tree, Dollar General. It's not that bad. $1 a piece, and it comes with the plastic top. You just cut a hole, get the moss, soak it, get it up in there good, and yeah, just have cold side good, hot side good. Make sure also that if you don't want to use, say, the moss and the plasticware for the humidity, you can also pull over the water bowl closer to the heat, and that will help the heat to rise. And it also shows on the hydrometer where you at with everything, and everything will be good. Also, you might notice some pieces of tape back there. I always make it sure that there's solid color on the back, because sometimes for especially new snakes, when they're in packaging, they're just in a dark closed enclosure. If you have a solid background on the back, they feel more safe, and you can just have one side to display and one side to have everything solid color. And yeah, that's pretty much the pretty setup. You can see her, she's good. And you have your cold side and you have your hot side, and your hides, always have two hides, your water bowl, your humidity, and all of that. And also for humidity control or help, you can always use a spray bottle, spray down the substrate, get it a little moist, don't get it damp or wet, because that will equal to shed problems and also scale problems where they can have rot scales, and you don't want to do that to your reptile. So always research and do your best, but this setup right here is pretty good. I think it's fairly amazing, as my beautiful ball python Ivory seems to love it. This right here is the initial setup for all ball pythons. I think this is pretty good because she's been striving, she's been eating well, she's been thermoregulating well, and relatively happy. You always want to do your own research, because the best quality of life for all ball pythons is what you need. And that right here, I believe with this enclosure can be achieved. But never forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for more videos from Dixon's Reptillia. Peace out. Thank you again if you made it to the end of the video. I'm Dixon from Dixon's Reptillia. Like and subscribe, but don't forget to comment down all the ball pythons that you have seen in my intro video and tell me their morphs if you know them, because I also want you guys to be more involved within the community of my channel. Again, ooh, got a visitor. Come here. Hey Timmy, say hi to the camera. This is my boy Timmy, my little Shih Tzu. I don't know, he might be attracted because he sees me just talking here. But yeah, like and subscribe and comment down below of ideas you guys want me to make content on and other stuff, because I always want to reach out to the community and be a part of everything. Also, I have a few other reptiles of mine that I'm gonna be coming out with a new video covering that pretty soon. Oh, you want to go down, boy? All right, I got you. This is actually the end of the video, officially. I know you guys might not see this in other videos and might be like, why did this guy do this? But I just wanted to reach out more to the community, to everyone that's viewing my channel, so they can comment down in the bottom section and also speak their mind, you know, come express their ideas and what they also want to see on my channel, and everything that I can push out to you guys that you guys will also enjoy, that I can bring to you. Again, thank you for coming and seeing this. Peace.